Today I'm going to show you how to make a really fluffy sponge roll. It's easy, quick, and incredibly delicious. As always, you'll find the list of ingredients in the info box or at the end of the video. First, we separate the eggs. Be sure to make sure that no yolk gets into the egg whites. Even the smallest trace of fat will prevent you from whipping up nice stiff egg whites. Now we beat the egg whites with a pinch of salt. As soon as it becomes slightly foamy, we gradually add half of the sugar. Once it's nice and stiff, we set the egg whites aside. Many people who watch my videos unfortunately aren't subscribers yet. You would really support me if you subscribe to my channel. It's free too. Now we beat the yolks with the remaining sugar and the vanilla sugar until the mixture is really light and creamy. Unfortunately, my stand mixer didn't have enough power, so I used a hand mixer instead. This is how it should look. Meanwhile, we preheat the oven to 200 degrees Celsius, top and bottom heat. Then we carefully fold the egg whites into the yolk mixture. After that, we sift in the flour and cornstarch and gently fold them in. As always, I would appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to my channel. It's free too. Now the mixture goes onto a baking tray lined with parchment paper and is spread out evenly. I used an offset spatula for this. Of course, you can also use a dough scraper. Now we bake the sponge for 8 minutes at 200 degrees until it's golden yellow. Important, every oven is different in terms of temperature and baking times can vary. While the sponge is baking, we can prepare the jam. Put the jam into a bowl. If you like, you can add a splash of rum like I do and mix everything together well. We also prepare a tea towel and sprinkle it with granulated sugar so the sponge doesn't stick. Now that the time has passed and the sponge is fully baked, we take it by the baking paper and turn it out onto the tea towel. To make it easier to remove the baking paper from the sponge, take a paper towel or dish towel, wet it with cold water and rub it over the baking paper. This way the baking paper comes off more easily. Now spread the jam over the sponge. Be careful not to use too much jam, otherwise it will get squeezed out the sides. Now spread the jam well with an offset spatula or a dough scraper, leaving about 1 to 2 centimeters free at the top end. Now we can roll the sponge into a roulade. At the beginning, make sure to roll it up tightly so that no air pockets form. Now place the sponge roulade on a board or, like I do, on a platter. Then we can already cut it and dust it with powdered sugar before serving. What kind of filling do you like best in a roulade? Write it in the comments. And if you don't want to miss any more videos, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, Cooking with Christoph. Enjoy your meal.